You ever hear a story so wild it sounds like a movie? Well, this one ain't fiction. No actors, no green screens, no director calling cut. What happened on October 26th was real. One Ukrainian fighter pilot, one busted jet, and a mission so dangerous it should have been suicide. But somehow, through raw instinct, broken systems, and a bit of impossible luck, that pilot outsmarted a $20 million Russian defense network and lived to tell the tale. You think you've seen crazy? Nah. This is modern warfare stripped to its bones, unpredictable, brutal, and terrifyingly human. Cold gray sky, horizon blurred, the kind of day where you can't tell Earth from air. Somewhere along the border, a lone MiG-29 tears through the air at treetop level, blades of grass bending in its wake. Inside the cockpit, a Ukrainian pilot grips the stick tight, heart hammering through his flight suit. No backup, no airborne warning and control system eyes watching overhead. Just him, 2 French-made armament air-sol modular bombs and a one-way ticket into enemy airspace. His mission: take out a critical Russian logistics hub at Belaberyoska. No second chances, no do-overs. He gets in, he drops payload, he gets out, or he doesn't come back. But from the jump, everything goes wrong. Russian electronic warfare units are already blanketing the skies in interference. GPS, dead. Data link, fried. His navigation system flashes red, cycling errors like a dying slot machine. No satellite lock, no auto navigation. He's blind, flying with nothing but muscle memory, a paper map, and the feel of the ground below him. That's not strategy, that's survival. Then fate throws a punch straight out of nowhere. Cruising at 650 kilometers per hour, the MiG collides with a bird, a damn crow. The thing gets sucked straight into the left engine. 1 second, clean flight. The next, chaos. Compressor blades shred, the turbine explodes, and the entire jet yaws hard left. The cockpit fills with alarms, lights, and the sound of metal screaming. The MiG is in freefall. The pilot's vision blurs as G-forces pin him to his seat. He slams full right rudder, yanks the stick, and hits the restart sequence. The altimeter's dropping 200 meters, 180, 160, 10 seconds from slamming into the forest. The restart system needs 30, too slow. But somehow, at 140 meters above the trees, the left engine coughs, sputters, and comes back. Weak, unstable, but running. Meanwhile, 50 miles away, at Klamovo Air Base, a Russian radar operator spots something. A faint flicker on his podlet K1 screen, low, erratic, barely there. He's been chasing false contacts all day. Birds, drones, static noise. He locks on for 6 seconds before the signal vanishes. Too quick for a firing solution. He shrugs, logs it as clutter, and steps out for a break. That tiny choice that one break just cost Russia millions. Back in the air, the Ukrainian pilot steadies his crippled MiG. The left engine's shaking the whole airframe apart, running at maybe 30% power. The cockpit vibrates like a blender. Fuel's dropping fast. What was supposed to be a 12-minute strike window just shrank to 3. He knows he's only got 1 shot. Miss, and he'll crash or get shot out of the sky. Then, new threat. High-voltage transmission cables appear out of nowhere, strung across a valley 60 meters above the ground. At this speed, he's got 2 seconds to react. He slams the stick, pulling 5 Gs, his body crushed into the seat. The MiG scrapes over the wires with barely 10 meters to spare. The electromagnetic surge fries half his instruments, screens flickering like broken TVs. He doesn't care. He pushes on. At the radar station, shift change. The earlier contacts logged but ignored. The MiG is a ghost now, invisible. The pilot hits his final waypoint, a bend in the river marking his last turn to target. He checks his fuel, fumes. Checks his systems, half dead. Then he takes a breath and slams both throttles forward. Time to go loud. He pulls the MiG into a steep vertical climb, the pop-up attack. The trick? Stay low, stay hidden, then pull up at the last second and launch from beyond point defense range. But this move lights up every radar for 200 kilometers. Alarms scream across Russian networks. He's lit up like a flare. G-forces crush his chest. His G-suit inflates so hard he can barely breathe. Vision tunneling, blood draining from his brain. 5,000 meters, 6,000. At 6,500, he's half conscious. One hand on the stick, the other hovering over the weapon controls. Then the unthinkable. The bomb systems fail. The MiG's old Soviet wiring can't talk to the French smart bombs. Under that much G-load, a voltage regulator burns out. The fire control computer flashes connection error. No bomb link. No release. He's seconds from being blown out of the sky, and his only weapons are locked behind dead electronics. 70 kilometers away, a Russian Su-35 spots him climbing. The pilot locks on, thumb presses the trigger, and an R-37M missile screams off the rail. Mach 6, 36 seconds to impact. Inside the MiG, the Ukrainian's radar warning receiver howls in his helmet missile inbound. He's out of time. He can't dodge, yet he hasn't dropped payload. He slams the emergency pickle switch, a mechanical override from the Cold War era. One bomb drops. Then the second. Instantly, he flips, inverted, rolls, and dives. A 9G split S maneuver that tears blood from his brain. He blacks out for 2 seconds. When he snaps back, he's screaming through 4,000 meters, the missile still chasing. His chaff dispenser jams. ACM pod fried. Last chance, the notch. He cuts hard, turning the MiG perpendicular to the missile's path. On radar, his relative velocity hits 0. To the missile's seeker, he disappears. The R-37M flies blind, detonating 100 meters behind him. Shrapnel peppers his tail, but he's still flying. Barely. Meanwhile, those 2 bombs, his only shot, are falling fast. But they're in their own war now. The rocket motors ignite, but one burns rough from moisture, losing thrust. Both lose GPS lock under Russian jamming and switch to inertial backup. That means drift. Error building every second. One bomb's infrared seeker locks onto the sun, literally the sun, and goes blind. The other gets hammered by crosswinds, spinning violently as its processor tries to recover. Russian defenses wake up too late. An S-400 battery locks on and fires 2 interceptors. Both miss. Their guidance systems can't compute a solution for objects dropping near vertically at over 300 meters per second. The Pantsir S-1 tries next, its cannons roaring, tracers slicing the sky, but the targets are too steep, too close. The missiles don't even arm before the bombs pass below them. The first bomb hits. It's off by 12 meters, doesn't matter. It punches through the building's roof like a meteor, detonating inside. The shaped charge cuts sideways, slicing through load-bearing walls. The structure doesn't explode, it collapses. 17 seconds later, the second bomb comes screaming down, slamming into a cluster of armored vehicles. The blast ignites thousands of liters of diesel. The result? A firestorm. Flames leap 100 feet high, the air boiling. The shockwave shatters windows miles away. The Belaberyoska hub, a vital Russian supply base, ceases to exist. Up in the sky, the MiGs barely hanging together. One engine coughing blood, the other overheating. Fuel gauges flashing 0. The pilot pulls west, crosses back over the border, and lets out a shaky breath. Against all odds, he's alive. The strike is a success, but it's not clean. It's chaos made to look like precision. A dozen things went wrong on both sides, yet somehow, it all lined up. The radar operators break. The bird strike. The jammed systems. The missed intercepts. Every error, every fluke, forming one perfect storm that ended with a $20 million failure for Russia. And that's the ugly truth about modern war. These billion-dollar defense grids crumble when forced to fight outside their playbook. Machines can't improvise. People can. That pilot didn't win because of tech. He won because when everything went to hell, he stayed in the fight. Still, let's keep it real. Every explosion, every mission success means lives caught in the crossfire. Smoke, wreckage, silence. War doesn't end with a scoreboard. It ends with loss on both sides. But this story? This one's a rare glimpse of how human instinct can bend fate itself. So what do you think? Was it skill, luck, or something in between? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like if you want more deep dives like this, real stories, real chaos, no filters. Because this wasn't a clean victory. It was a messy miracle stitched together by courage, malfunction, and sheer willpower, and that's what makes it unforgettable.